In the previous month, the Panthers had shocked the NFL by sculpting a 4-game winning streak. But a trip to the Bay Area would bring them back to earth.
And he goes in motion. The handoff is to Samuel. Samuel is going to score. So the 49ers, who saw their lead cut to 2 scores, now are up big.
Last year, this happened to us up in
we all
Pittsburgh.
started. Damn, go down.
And we didn't win a game for 2
know,
months.
I
So
remember that.
this can't be this year's Pittsburgh where we all of a sudden fall off the face of the earth because we get up 1 game.
The loss didn't linger long, though, as a week later, Carolina hosted a much-needed home contest.
McCaffrey right up the middle, running free, may score to the 40, to the 30, foot race, 20, to the 10-yard line. Yes, sir, he scores a touchdown.
See, Matt, best back in the league right there, man.
Those are MVP chants for your guy, Christian McCaffrey, and his teammates are loving it.
But despite having one of the league's best toting the rock out of the backfield, a valiant effort would prove fruitless in the snow of the frozen tundra.
And now with the snow falling here at Lambeau Field, here comes Kyle Allen. Here you go. A kid who grew up as a Packer fan at Lambeau trying to get his team down the field. 18th play of this drive, and they do run it. And they do not get it, but now we get whistles.
That's a touchdown. Cross the line.
After reviewing the play, the ruler on the field stands, showing the goal line. This is the end of the game.
Packers win it. And a drive that started at their own 11 for the Carolina Panthers ends literally inches short of a touchdown.
In the NFL, there is no such thing as a moral victory. The loss to Green Bay would drop the Panthers to a single game above 500. And with a divisional rival making the trip to Charlotte, there would be no time to dwell on what could have been.
So we're going to be seeing Matt Ryan come out early for the Atlanta Falcons. They beat Philadelphia in week 2, then dropped 6 in a row, and then knocked off the Saints impressively last week.
Early on in the I-85 rivalry, the Panthers had no trouble gaining yards.
Samuel in a right slot, 2 receivers to the far. On 3rd down, in cut, in is Cottonmore, off to the races, 30, 35, 40, dragged down from behind the 42-yard line.
And here is Allen on the rollout, in trouble, fires up the middle and completes the pass to Jarius Wright for the 1st down. That is huge.
Fastball over the middle, Olsen at the 15-yard line, 1st down, Carolina.
Fantastic play by Kyle. Hopefully this could be somewhat of a jump start.
But the day would have a recurring theme, promising drives tarnished by red zone interceptions.
2nd down 10, the Falcon 15, ball's at the left hash. Short set, Allen climbs up in the pocket, zips it into the end zone, intercepted. Picked off Trufant in the end zone.
Kyle tried to force it, and he's got to learn from last week.
On 3rd down and 1, out of timeouts. Allen backs up and fires, intercepted. Picked off at the 3-yard line, right side, 3 seconds left. Oh my goodness.
It's just been that type of day for us here today. It hasn't been our day from the 3rd play of the football game, to be very honest.
On this day, the home team couldn't catch a break. The Falcons continued to rock and roll, while the Panthers were left to sing the blues, suffering their 3rd loss in 4 games and dropping them to the 500 mark.
What's just your general message? What does one say in the locker room as the head coach after a game like that?
Get over it. I told them, I said, hey, if after you answer the questions about today, tomorrow when you come back in, you can start answering questions about the next game.
You can just play back what I said to you guys after the 49er game. I mean, nobody cares. Nobody feels sorry for you. Next week, New Orleans is going to try to kill us. That's the way it goes. Hopefully, guys in this locker room got to realize, man, playing in the NFL is a lot more than just running around and looking cool, You got to play.
You got a desperate team here today in Carolina at 5-5 in a loaded NFC conference.
You're exactly right. They have to come in here. They can't just play well and get a little bit of a good feeling. They have to win this game. They got to make life miserable for Drew Brees, just like Atlanta did 2 weeks ago in here.
The Panthers squad that so badly needed a quick start was met with quite the opposite. Drew Brees and company felt right at home, dominating the time of possession and scoring on 2 of their first 3 drives.
Panthers are just trying to get sort of warmed up and get the blood flowing, and they're already down 14-0.
It might turn into one of those games today, right?
Yeah.
Let's flip the script, no matter what the outcome is. Let's take it play by play. Let's do our thing, all right?
Let's make plays, son. We with you. We with you, Sel.
The Panthers had sustained the body blows of the Saints and rolled with the punches. But as poorly as the game had started, a last-second touchdown going into half would pull the Panthers within 2.
Here we go. One play to end the half from point-blank range, the 1.5-yard line. Allen to throw. McCaffrey out of the backfield to the left. Will walk in. Touchdown.
What a huge drive for the Panthers to go in the half. Listen to this crowd. It got quiet.
We got ourselves a game. New Orleans started off hot. Carolina comes back with a big drive.
The second half began like the first, as the high-powered Saints tacked on another pair of touchdowns. But the Panthers kept pace and looked to their defense to help turn the tables.
31-24 Saints. 3rd down and 15. Deep drop Brees. Climbs the pocket. Fastball over the middle. Boston, did he pick it off at midfield? 2 go down with it. Boston comes out of there with it. It's an interception.
You go. We're in things for no reason. Let's go. Keep stacking up the stops. Keep stacking up the stops. Keep stacking up the stops. Keep stacking up the stops.
9:36, a running clock. 4th down goal from the 2-yard line. Takes the snap, fades back, pumps right, nothing there, goes end zone, and it is complete to Moore for the touchdown. So the Panthers will not die. Carolina has scored to tie it. It's the Saints 31, the Panthers 31.
That's you. That's you right there, Trey. That's your play.
What a game it's been. Carolina has been resilient, down 14-0 early. Has now scored 13 unanswered to tie the game. Here's a 4th and inches coming up for the Saints.
Well, here you go, Carolina. You're 5-5.
Yep.
Your season's really hanging in the balance. This is the play right here.
Saunders up to his center, hands in the ready position, has the snap, hands off to Kamara. Kamara hit, and he stopped! Yeah! Short of the 1st down by a couple of yards.
Hey, let's go win it, Scott. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, this is a big drive, man. This is a big drive for us. Let's go.
Samuel gets the handoff on the fly sweep. Samuel puts a foot in the ground at the 45, ducks to the 40, and then dives to the 38.
And we can use all this time and kick a field goal. That's the ideal scenario. But they still got timeouts.
We're under 6.5 minutes to go. 6:11 and counting. Allen has the snap, sets his feet, throws to Olsen wide right. Olsen breaking tackles. 30-25, out of bounds, the 22-yard line.
And this clock is just ticking away, ticking away.
Bun! See? This is the drive we looking for. And we can get this all the way down to 2 minutes at least, we gonna score.
Now it's a monster play. Kyle Allen, you want to show everybody, here you go, you've been doing it all game.
McCaffrey in motion. Allen from behind, they get him at the 10.
Got so close to the goal line at the 5. The Panthers need their special teams unit to now do under pressure what they've successfully done thousands of times. Put it through the pipes from 28 yards away.
The kick by Sly. No good.
And Sly missed it.
Oh my God.
He ducked his head right away as he blew the opportunity wide right. But we have a flag down at the 16.
Oh, did they jump off sides or did they do something illegal? You cannot use someone to jump off. Now watch the holding they're saying right next to Dabo. See that holding? See how they're grabbing the offensive lineman? That's what they were trying to talk about. See if he jumps on the center.
There is no foul for defensive holding.
You can't jump, you can't use the center to jump over. It's a rule. It's a rule. No, you can't. Well, when the refs came in, they told us we couldn't do that.
And they allowed the he says yes. That's a penalty.
He can't pull him there, but he can hold him there. Why did my helmet almost come off? What? Bro, if you'd have told me we was gonna miss 3 field goals before we came in this game, I would have thought you was lying. They should be having to drive in for a touchdown right now, for sure.
Tie game, Drew Brees, 156, 1 timeout. And you know of his jewel thief ability to remain calm under pressure. Brees backs up, shoulder flick, and now an open receiver, Thomas out of bounds, the Carolina 40-yard line.
They pick up 24 and set themselves up in Lutz range.
Will Lutz to win the game from 25 yards away.
He don't miss too many of these. It's an extra point.
Good snap, ball is down, kick on the way, got it. And the Saints have won 34-31.
That's a tough one there, kids. Tough way to lose it. This is a gut wrencher. This is a gut punch. This is a very difficult loss because you came in to the Super Bowl caliber football team and you had every opportunity to win.
I saw Kyle came and kind of, give you a hug as you walked off into the tunnel. What did he say, or what did any of your teammates say since you've been in here?
I mean, what Kyle said, I'll definitely keep just between me and him. But I mean, with the team and where we're going right now, I feel like a lot of people's backs are on the wall, and I wanted to be a part of a great win here. Everyone worked their butt off. Honestly, I feel terrible because I know a lot of these guys left everything they could on the field. They know the pressure we're at. We're a 5-5 team trying to make the playoffs, and we needed a win like this against a divisional opponent. And I have a huge hand on this loss, so I want to take it personally and get back to work this week. So.
The last-second loss to the Saints was a hard pill to swallow. But fortunately, in the NFL, the next opportunity is only 7 days away. And with the struggling Redskins coming to town, the Panthers appeared poised to stop their 3-game losing skid. And they couldn't have scripted a better beginning.
Samuel in motion to the far sideline, the screen to the near side to McCaffrey, foot in the ground, McCaffrey ripping, running to the 11-yard line.
Well, if this is what we wanted to do was jump on them early and give them no life and let our crowd get into it, this is exactly what we're doing. We need to finish this with 7 points and not 3.
Twins left, 2 receivers right. Allen on the back pedal, looking left, and now firing end zone. Samuel got a touchdown back rail left side.
Let's go! Hey, that's what we needed. Let's go. Hey, let's go.
That drive had no minus yardage plays, no penalties, and it was slick.
Deep drop this time, coming across the field. He's got his man inside the 20. Out of bounds at the 10-yard line is Curtis Samuel.
Samuel caught that ball, bobbled it for a second, but brought it in, first down to the Skins 10.
And suddenly, and once again, Carolina's in Washington territory. Kyle Allen may make some mistakes at quarterback, but he hasn't made any yet. Allen going, end zone, wide open for the touchdown. DJ Moore. I don't know that you can get more wide open than that.
2 guys jump the post. It's an easy decision for Kyle Allen as he continues his perfect streak now, 6 of 6, 2 of them for touchdowns.
The Panthers are looking good, feeling good. The score, 14-0 Carolina early on.
Yeah! Good job, man. Good, man.
Despite their red-hot start, Carolina would cool quickly as the Redskins stuck to their game plan and started running their way back into the game.
To the 30, stiff arm, 20, 10, inside the 5, and goes out of bounds short of the goal line. What a run.
Tight splits, it's Geis up the middle, dives for it, and we'll have it. Touchdown, Washington.
I'm trying, man.
You got to be impressed with what the Redskins have been able to do since the middle of that first quarter on, and especially here in the second half when you talk about what they've been able to do running the football.
We did. We did. What a finish. You thought they was going to lay it down? Thought they were going to just lay it down for you?
Adrian Peterson. Look out, breaks to the outside, 25, 20, dodges a tackler inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line.
I mean, Jake, we're lined up to stop the run up the middle, and they're running up the middle. It's frustrating.
The Redskins are in complete control right now.
Tight splits, line unbalanced to the near side. Peterson up the middle, scores untouched for the Redskins.
I'm not so sure if he was even touched on this particular touchdown run. Directly up the middle.
Damn! You can't stop the run. 250 yards rushing.
With under 5 minutes left and down 15 points, the game looked to be all but over until Kyle Allen took matters into his own hands.
Allen looking right, now starts a run, pumps, it's open, 20-10, cuts to the left pylon, touchdown.
And watching them come on the sidelines, and I'm watching Trey Boston saying, hey, we got to get an onside kick and we can get the ball back.
All right, man, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So here we are, a one-score game. But Trent, a minute 51, do you kick it deep or do you go for the onside?
Normally I would think kicking it deep, but their inability to stop the Redskins running the football, you've got to try and get the onside kick and use your timeouts here.
He squibs it. Takes a friendly hopper, covered by the Panthers at the 50-yard line.
Jermaine Carter Jr. went airborne. And as soon as the ball is past 10 yards, he stuck his hand out and the ball stuck directly into his hands. It was unbelievable.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! That was beautiful, man. That's exactly how you drew it up. Beautiful, man.
So, what do you think? There's life. There's the flame is flickering. Fastball over the middle. Moore, 35, makes the catch and is touchdown. First down with 1:42, and the Panthers with plenty of room on the clock and 3 timeouts left.
Allen with time, over the middle, got his man, down to about the 1-yard line is DJ Moore.
Moore coming up just short of the end zone set up a familiar situation for this year's Panthers. The offense yet again had one chance to win the game from the shadow of the goal line.
Here it is, guys.
One more shot. Allen has the snap, drops straight back, scanning end zone, backs up farther, still looking, being pressured, reverses his field, in trouble, fumbles, and the Redskins will hold and win the football game.
Wow. You had first and goal at the 1, and you couldn't get 4 chances to get one in there.
And at New Orleans, you had first and goal at the 2 and came away with no points.
Breaking news here on NFL Network. Now it's Ron Rivera who has been fired. The Carolina Panthers made that announcement moments ago. Ron Rivera out in his 9th season as head coach in Carolina.
Panthers owner David Tepper announced the firing of head coach Ron Rivera after 9 seasons with the team.
It's always been forward-thinking, aggressive nature, and putting his stamp on things. So this was not going to be a passive owner.
Now, why? I know a big question today, one that David Tepper addressed in an interview earlier today.
Look, a very hard move. Ron Rivera, besides being a good coach, is one of the finest men I've ever met in my life.
I had a lot to think about. I really did. I thought about a lot of those things that happened in 9 seasons. Thought about a lot of the lives that I crossed paths with, all the ups, all the downs. I think probably the thing that hit me the most really is getting those guys to believe in who they are and then winning. And not just winning, but to win 3 consecutive divisions. We were the first team to do it. You know, when I told them, when I walked out that I loved them, it's because I love them for who they are to me. But to me, they're my guys, and I'll always remember that. And at the end of the day, I just want to make sure you guys all know this too. Thank you.
The best part about Coach Rivera is who he is as a person. Whether you've been here for a year, whether you're an undrafted guy, or whether you're a first-round pick, there's been numerous situations where you'll go around this locker room and talk to guys about what Coach Rivera has meant to you, and a lot of the best stories are going to be what he's done as a person.
I think Ron hopefully walked out of here with his head held high, that he impacted a lot of people's lives You know, the unfortunate reality about the NFL is we got a game to play.
A quick trip down I-85 sets the scene for Week 14's divisional matchup, in which familiarity plays a huge part in the game plan. The Falcons and Panthers know each other's schemes and tendencies. But how would Carolina respond and perhaps change after a trying and unconventional week? One thing was for sure. The focus was all on interim head coach Perry Fewell.
The headline, they fired Ron Rivera, most successful coach in franchise history this week. Perry Fewell takes over on an interim basis. What's the effect on the players today?
Well, I don't think we're going to see very much change at all, Chris. I mean, we're in the last month of the season. You're not going to make a wholesale change in the month of December. The one area where you could see some subtle changes is on the offensive side of the ball. Scott Turner takes over the play calling for his father, Norv Turner. Let's see how he puts his spin on this offense.
Hey, Kyle, let's go now. Let's wake up. Let's go. I'm up.
Generosity is a staple of the holiday season. And although there are still a few weeks until the 25th, Christmas came early for the Falcons, and they were more than happy to receive the gift.
This is looking like their most crisp offensive drive of the first half. Sideline throw, and on target, couldn't hold. It's intercepted. DeMonte Kazee picked it off after Ian Thomas couldn't hold it. It was delivered right into the arms of Thomas, but it's a Falcons takeaway.
He tried to corral it. He tipped it into the air. He looked to find it and then lost it to the Falcons.
These are things that happen during 4-game losing streaks.
And the best Panthers drive is over now, as Atlanta's defense sets up the offense at the 49.
Matt Ryan adjusts his shoulder pads. Now he's ready. 3rd down and 7. Little shoulder flick. Now comes to the near side. It's complete for the touchdown. Ridley made the catch, eluded a Panther, and then danced French pastry style right into the end zone cleanly.
Fortunately, Ian Thomas didn't have to wait long for his chance at redemption.
10-3 Atlanta. Panthers right there at the mouth of the goal line. The 1.5-yard line, 1st down. The fake to McCaffrey. Allen goes to the left. Caught for the touchdown. Left pylon, Ian Thomas.
And despite the mishaps of the first half, the Panthers kept it close, heading into the break trailing by only 3. But things crumbled early in the 3rd quarter.
13-10 Falcons, the critical first possession of the 3rd quarter. Look out, backside pressure, laces Allen, ball dislodged, huge scramble for it at the 46. Falcons have the football.
Vic Beasley, the talented pass rusher for the Falcons, just beat Dennis Daly pretty clean.
Falcons, their 2nd turnover that they dig out, and it can change quickly in the NFL. 1st down 5 for Matt Ryan, this Atlanta Falcon offense. And here's Freeman running free off of right tackle, eluded Kuechly, and scores with very little interference to his progress.
Some of the same problems we've had all season. Off tackle to the right, and Devontae Freeman did not get touched from the 15 all the way in. It was just a wide open run right there.
Ball is currently at the 9-yard line. Make that the 4-yard line after the penalty. That's why they are backed up. Brian Hill remains the back at a 3rd and 8. A chance for the Panther defense. And wide open, Olamide Zaccheaus. He's going to go all the way. Zaccheaus, touchdown Falcons.
And where was the safety help on that deep throw? The safety was hitting Matt Ryan in the end zone. It was an all-out blitz. The O-line was able to protect and left our corners one-on-one, and so much field to lead the receiver. He threw that ball from his own in the C in Falcons in his own end zone.
The 93-yard catch and run broke the Panthers' backs and was part of a 27-point second half that helped the Falcons cruise to just their 4th win of the season.
And that's all she wrote here in Atlanta. It was 10-10 at one point late second quarter, 13-10 Falcons at the break, and then they stripe the Panthers in the second half and win by 20.